Hey guys, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do a video all about how to get a job straight out of uni. I tweeted that I was going to do this video and I actually got a lot of retweets and likes for it, so I'm thinking, damn, you guys actually want to see this. So I'm really happy that you guys actually want to know how you do the damn thing. So I'm going to tell you what I did and how I think is the best way to go about it in order to land yourself a good job out of uni. I feel like uni students live up to that stereotype of being broke students. We have our student loan and then most of us, like the majority of us, are not smart and we just blow it. We're left with our £500 paycheck from our retail job on the side and it's just a nightmare and we just cannot wait to get into the real world and just start working and earning a living. And that was me. I was earning, when I was in university, I had my student loan. I don't mind saying it now because I'm way past what I used to earn. So I think I was earning £340 a month. I was always broke. I could never save. Once I was getting closer and closer to my final year, I kept saying to myself, I cannot wait to get a job so I can actually have at least £900 in the bank, because living on £350 living on £340 a month is not life. I want to do my driving lessons. I wanted to go out with my friends. I want to socialise. I need to eat for myself because I lived by myself when I was at uni. So I needed to buy groceries. So how was I supposed to buy groceries? Do driving lessons, go out on dates with my boyfriend, go and see my friends, still have enough money to live on? It was ridiculous. Like, I basically couldn't. It was such a struggle. I was always broke. I was always asking my boyfriend for money, my dad for money. It was embarrassing. It was so embarrassing. I was like, I need to get a job as soon as I leave uni. And now that £340 is just like, that's chicken change, man. That's chicken change. Yeah, I would say start right now. You have to start immediately. Right now we're in April, exams finish in May or June. You have to start right now, today. As soon as you see this video, after this, go on the computer, go on your laptop, go on your mobile phone and start applying now. It's not a joke. You want to have a job after you give your dissertation, after your final exams over, and you want to have a job ready to go within the 2 weeks so you can stop living that broke uni life. This is how you do it. You start now. You don't wait till summer and say, okay, after summer I'll start applying and I'll get a job straight away, because no, it does not work like that, hunty. It does not work like that. You don't say, okay, I'm gonna have 2 weeks free and then start looking for a job. There's no need, because it takes about 1 to 2 weeks for them to invite you to an interview. Then it can take up to a week for them to call you back and say you've been successful, and then it probably takes another week or 2 weeks for you to start. So by the time you've actually applied for that job and actually got the job, it's a whole month later. So you will still have that time to be able to enjoy yourself, because your start date is not going to be tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? You're not going to apply for the job today and have a job tomorrow. It will probably happen by May. You'll have that job, so you can still enjoy your time that you have left at uni. It's not going to be overnight, unfortunately. And by doing this, you will beat the masses. You'll beat so many students who are just waiting till like summertime or after summer to start applying for jobs. That is not when you apply for jobs. By then, everyone has filled the role. All the graduates who are smart have filled the role. So it's going to be 10 times harder for you to find a job after summer, or you'll be looking and looking for ages thinking, why am I not getting any callbacks? Why are all these jobs gone? Because graduates have already taken it. So you've got May, June, July, August, September, October. That's 6 months probation. If they continue that 6 month probation, they're on until they're ready to leave. Or you have to wait till October till everyone who didn't make it to probation leaves. You know what I mean? You just want to make sure you give yourself a good opportunity to get that job first. You don't want to be competing with that girl who got a first, or who you think is gonna get a first, or you don't want to be competing with that person in Cambridge who's gonna not think about it and apply for a job in summer. You want to beat the masses and you want to apply before your last exam, before your dissertation, in your free time. We all have free time. I'm sorry, you're not revising at library from 9 o'clock to 9 p.m. at night. You have your free time. You have time to think. You have time to process things. You have time to, you know, have a bit of air. In that time, you must download an app. It's called CV Search. I absolutely love this app. It's what I used. I used to apply for 100 jobs a day on CV Search. You search what job you want and then you apply for it. You put in a cover letter, a standard cover letter, but make it good. Make it a cover letter you can send to lots and lots of jobs, but make it a good cover letter so that you can apply to numerous jobs and you just have to keep applying on the go, applying on the go. That's good if you haven't got any time. And if you do have the time and there's a job that you really, really want, I would suggest you sit down and take 1 to 2 to 3 hours. I normally spent 3 hours on a job that I really, really wanted, and I always got an interview. I always got an interview. Treat that job application like it was an essay, or like it was a coursework, or like it was an assignment. That's how I treat it. So When they ask for a person specification, I will write the person specification to a T. If they need a cover letter, I'm talking about the company's history. I'm talking about how I'm going to be good for the role. I'm talking about how I will suit the company. And at the end of the cover letter, you invite yourself to the interview. You say, and I look forward to discussing this with you further. That is what you say, because you're putting it in their mind that, oh, am I having an interview with this person? Well, they're pretty keen. They seem very, very confident that they're going to have an interview. So yeah, let me invite them over to an interview and let's do this. They're obviously a very confident person. Employers want confident people on their team. They don't want anyone shy, timid, can't answer the phone. They want confident people who are going to get the job done. So by you inviting yourself to the interview saying, I look forward to discussing this with you further, you are showing the employer that, look, I'm ready for this interview. Interview me and let me show you what I can do even further. You're inviting yourself. That's after you've finished writing a banging cover letter, and after you've finished applying yourself to each of their person specification points. You look at the most important person specification points and you say, why you can do this. So you've applied for the job and of course you've got the interview. Of course you've got the interview. You've got the interview in the bag because you spent 2 to 3 hours on the application form. You've invited yourself to the interview. You have tailored the cover letter towards their company. So of course you've got the interview. In the interview, you do not blow it by first impressions. You do not come there in jeans and a nice tight top and your makeup done on fleek. You do not do that. You do not. How you're going to come to this interview, you're going to wear a plain white shirt. I have big boobs, so I do not wear shirts. So I wore a white top and I wore a black blazer. It's standard. Every single time it's standard. Once you have a standard outfit, you can wear that to every interview you go to. And then I wore black culottes. So I really like my black culottes. I think they look very stylish yet very, very professional. Or you can wear just simple cigarette trousers, plain black cigarette trousers, and you wear very smart shoes. I will list the shoe that I always wear into my interviews right here. That's the shoe I wear and it just looks very, very smart. I slick my hair back into a bun. I slick this into a bun, a ponytail behind me, or I put into a little scrunched up bun. And my makeup is not this. My makeup is foundation, light, mascara, eyebrows and Vaseline. That is it. You're not going, unless you're going to, like, you're trying to work for MAC or you're trying to, you know, do some kind of beauty industry or the beauty world. If you're trying to be in a professional corporate environment, you are wearing those 4 things. You don't want them to be distracted from what you're saying by your eyelashes or by your lipstick or by your extreme blush or your contour and your highlight. That's not what you're there for. They're going to be looking at that thinking, so is this girl going to take an hour in the morning to get ready before she comes to work? Is she here for a fashion show? Is she here to work? You can do that once you've got the job, but for the interview you need to show them that you come smart, professional, and you're there to work. You're there to get the questions answered and you're there to do your thing. That is your appearance. And also I would say, hell no, and no wing liner. None of that. So in the interview, when you're actually talking, smile, smile, smile. You don't say, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I've had very good experience with that. Yeah, it really helps. You go, yeah, I really, really enjoy that. Yes, I know I can do that to its full potential because, for example, I'm just chatting shit, but you can see my facial expression. It's very happy. It's very like, I'm so excited. You know what I mean? You want to show them that you're positive, because when you're positive and you're smiling, they will start smiling. They will mirror your behaviour. So if you're looking all confused and all, yeah, I guess I can do that, they're going to be looking like, can she? Do you know what I mean? So if you're smiling, you're acting positive, even if you're nervous. In my last interview, they said to me, you did such a smashing job. And I was like, really? Because I was so nervous. But I think because I was smiling, it came across as confident. And I remember in the interview, I said about 3 times, I said, I'm really sorry, I'm really nervous. So if you're nervous, remind them that as well. They might think that's just your character of you going, sorry. Just say, I'm really nervous because, you know, I really want this. So I'm really sorry, let me just gather my words or gather my thoughts. You can keep reminding them you're nervous. Not too many times because you don't want to come across as a nervous wreck. But 1 or 2 times you can say to them, I'm really sorry, I'm nervous. Just let me, you know, think about what I want to say. And just smile as you say it. If they say to you, why should we choose you for this job? Your face expression should be like, I think I'll be excellent for this job because I have great communication skills. I can talk to clients very bold and confidently. I can do this, I can do that, I can do this, I can do. And you have to be smiling. And they'll be like, they will really, you know, take to you. They'll really like you. They're going to remember you as that girl who was smiling for the interview, who's positive and who's ready and open for any challenges that are thrown at her. That's what they're going to remember you as, and that's the impression that you want to give off, really and truly. When you finish with the interview, they normally say to you, have you got any questions? Don't ask, when do I get paid? Don't ask, when are you going to tell me that I got the job? Don't ask, how often do you give a pay rise? Don't ask any questions that are materialistic or look like you're in it for the money. Do not ask those kind of questions. What you need to, because you will find that out later. Sooner or later, you're going to find out that question. Ask them a question about themselves. Make them feel good. Make them feel important. Make them feel like you actually want to get to know them and their company. You can ask them questions like, so what do you like about your job? Or you can ask some questions about, so what do you love about this company? Or you can ask some questions like, so how would me and you collaborate in this role or in this job role? How would me and you work together if I was to get the job? And you just say it with a smile. So why do you like this job? Or what do you love about this job? You know, you say it positively and they will most times be thrown back like, oh my gosh, it's not all about them. It's about me as well. And they want to know how I'm going to interact with them. And you should want to know. You should want to know what the manager likes about their job. You should want to know that the person you're trying to be employed by actually gives a shit about their job. If your manager doesn't think the job's great, why is he going to persuade you that the job's great? He's not going to. So you have to make sure and double check that they actually enjoy their job and actually think their job is a good job, you know? So that's a really good way of checking. And that's a very good question to ask at the end when they say any question. My third point is beggars cannot be choosers. I'm sorry, but the harsh reality is you won't always find your dream job once you graduate your first time round. You won't land that 40k job straight away. Sometimes you won't even land that 20k job, which is basic for a graduate. When I first graduated, I graduated last year. Okay, so last year I was making £340 a month. Now, I don't like saying how much I earn, but now I'm on 6 times that much in the space of a year. I've earned 6 times more than that. So I started small. I started very, very small from when I first, a year ago, I was on £320 a month, £40 a month, and now I am on 6 times that. So you can progress. Don't be scared to take that 18k job just to build yourself up, because if you take it now in May, if you get the job in May or June, for example, after a year you can leave, progress, move on, get a better job. Or after a year or 6 months, it's better to wait a year, around about a year, but then after you'll be able to progress and go for a higher paid job. You know what they want to see, they just want to see experience. So if you're taking that 18k job or that 20k job and you're like, this isn't really what the goal was when I finished university, don't worry, because it's not for long. You're just taking that 20k job to build your experience. Once you've built your experience and mastered that role, you move on, and the next employer will take you over that last person because you've got the experience. Hardly any employers are going to take a graduate and pay them 25k for a high paid job unless they've got experience. So if you get that job straight away, you've only got a year to wait. I'm 22, and as I said, I'm earning 6 times more than I was earning last year. If I can do it, and I don't really have great luck, I'm not gonna lie, I've got God, but I don't really have good luck, then you can definitely do it. Any training your manager tells you to go on it. That's something else you can add to your CV. Any skills you learn, add it to your CV. You will learn a lot in a year. Ask your manager for more work. Ask her for some of her managerial work. Ask if you want any help with your stuff, because those are things that you can put in your CV that will make you stand out amongst your peers in a year's time. They're not going to have the same experience you have because they spent 6 months trying to find that dream job of 25k, which didn't exist, and they had to do what you're doing 6 months later because they were too fast with it. There's no rush. Anything is better than being a student and getting £340 a month. You know what I mean? Just try and, balance it out. Don't be eager to find that 25k job, 30k job straight away, because trust me, it will come. And another thing I would say is utilize your friends and your family. So make the most out of the friendships and the connections that you already have. Ask them, what does your mum do? What does your dad do? You'll be very surprised of how many friends you may have that's parents are already in the industry that you actually want to be in. You might want to be a psychologist when you're older, and you never know, your very friend's mum could be a top educational psychologist, and you're there and trying to get these connections when you've got a friend right there. And if they're a good friend, they will help you. If they're a good friend, they're going to say, oh, I'm going to tell my mum about you, and you give me your CV, and you'll come to my mum and I'll see what she can do. I'll see if she can give you some experience. A good friend will do that. So if you have a family friend, or you have aunties or uncles who are in the industry, that's a very, very quick way to get into that industry. So I would definitely say utilize that to your full potential. That way you can scrap out applying for hundreds of jobs, and you can just apply for that one. Put your all into that cover letter and that CV for your friend's parent or family, and then you can really try and get that job, and it'll be a really good connection for you. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up if you found it helpful. Please comment down below in a couple of months if any of you did use this technique and you ended up getting a job right out of uni. I would really like to know. I really hope this is helpful for you guys. I've got one more university video to do, I think, which is called Should You Go to University or Not? I think I really want to do that video because my sister is 16 and I just made a decision for her whether she should go to university or not, and I gave some really valid points. So I want to help the rest of you guys out. So that might be my last university video now because I graduated a year ago. I graduated in October, so I think I'm done with the university videos now. But I really hope you guys learned something, and yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Until then, ta-ra!